Hi everyone, I am Margo, your tarot reader, and today we are doing a personal reading for a client. As always, prior to the recording, I call onto the universe with my client's personal information because they remain private at all times, whether it's a reading or a ritual. Now, prior to the recording, I already channeled into the energy of what we're trying to manifest or conceive within this reading. As always, I want to give thanks to all of you, my clients, my viewers. Thank you. Now, what I think about the cards is that they help me through the energies. I do not need them to read or analyze the energies of the physical and or body of a person, whether they're here or on the other side of our space. But it is an object to be used. So, and especially when it comes to recordings. As I shuffled and cleared the energy for my cards, certain ones came through, so we're going to leave those as they stand, and of course we'll go through these as they shuffle. These came out, so I'm going to look at these before I initially start the reading. I did send certain things as I try not to read the questions of my clients until I'm ready to do the reading, because if not, the energy stays and lingers and I cannot concentrate on my other works unless I finish what I start. Okay, so let's get started. Thanks to the gods and to the heavens for protecting us today. May the white light come through and stay within us today and always. Protect us as we are aligning ourselves today. And only who will we seek the answers of and from come through. Protect our energy, protect our space. Thank the loved ones, Lord Jesus Christ, and me, Lord Jesus Christ, amen. And the Father, Son, the Holy Spirit. Thank you. Okay. So these have been shuffled like I explained earlier, but we are going to see them again. Okay. Thanks to the gods and to the heavens. What are the messages? And what is going on here in reference to my client? I feel that I need to look the majority of the questions which are in reference to your place of living. So we do have number. I feel that it is a multiple energy within that circumstances of what you're going through. We do have a blocked energy as well, a defensive energy as well, trying to fight and overcome what is around you, and also physically and or spiritually. Okay. So we know that you've been feeling a bit blocked for quite some time now. That could explain this itself, but we'll get into the reading, and as we go along, we'll see if there's anything else. Okay. Also, I feel that in a certain pattern, the loved one that you have mentioned has tried to come aboard within your physical space, but it's been also blocked at times. So I will ask in reference to what you asked me within the feeling of the energy, and we'll see if that was the energy that you wish for or another entity. Now, I have the answer within myself already, but again, we're going to look and see if it's more clear. Okay. So I do hear that when you were, let's say, in resting or sleeping, whatever may be the cause, we have two energies. Okay. We do have two energies. So it is impartial, the one that you would want, and then there's also the entity of the energy of what it is in place at the moment. Sometimes, let me explain, sometimes when we do cleansing or saging or whatever, for a period of time, we do see a moment of clearing of energy, of space. We do feel a little bit, we can breathe better, think better, sleep better. And sometimes it's a temporary hold, which in return, the energy comes in more aggressive, more dwelling into the space that they were in, especially if they have an attachment to the physical space or the person within that space, or both. So I feel that something in that is also within what is happening with you. And also sometimes, how do I put this? When it's not done in the proper sense, in the proper way, it will just double the source, double the energy of whatever type of energy it is that you're sensing or feeling. um, and it will also attack not just one person but multiple, whoever it may be in the home front. Okay. And I feel that that hasn't necessarily taken a board yet, though it has started with you. And with you, it can also be because you are more attached to the spiritual realm, and you sense things a bit more, and you're more sensitive. So that is one of the number one reasons why you're sensing it and feeling it as well. Okay. Okay. So now let's see this here. Shuffle, and then I get started again. And as I do this, I'm also calling the energies, and I'm trying to have some type of connection if and when they're willing to or able to. Okay. Okay, I'll put it the other way. If it comes through, then it's very meaningful, or I have to take a look to the gods into the heavens. Enlighten us with the truths of the past, the present, and the future. What's going on here? It's a stagnant energy that we see in your place. So it's not a definite that it's gone. It might be coming through in a certain pattern. It might start to continue doing what it was doing, or just change or shift the energy. Okay. It's a temporary hold on the energy that was cleansed. And I did state it, if I'm not mistaken, that you most likely are going to have to do that 2 more times, in reference to find a way to put a stop to the energy or put a hold in the energy. I will say that eventually there will be a move for you within your home environment. I'm not sure if it'll be at the end of this year or in the beginning of sometime next year. It might be one of the best circumstances for you to do so eventually, especially if this energy continues to be stagnant within your space. Okay. I also feel that it is an energy which is continuing, which has returned. So it feels to me that it has an attachment toward you, or I feel the more so toward you. It may be that this energy carries through other sources, or people, places, or things. Okay. So again, I feel that there's two energies: the loved one that you are trying to connect with, and also the entity that it is in your space. Um, okay, let me see something else. Ooh. So here's the thing. Um, I would have to see how far have you been starting to feel this in this place where you live, because it feels to me that it is stronger there, but it follows the pattern, it follows the places or things. So it's been here for quite some time. So you probably had this prior to. Now again, I'm not specific on what energy is coming through first right now, if it's your loved one or this other energy. There's a male figure that comes in, and there's a female figure that comes in. Someone that wants to show affection and attention and love. So that narrows to me that it is your loved one, someone that you have certain chemistry with or certain attachment with. That also speaks of family members, ancestry, and so far. So then now we are looking at two, but I feel that there's a third energy involved in here. Okay, this energy can be more of the attachment of the physical force, which is already in the place. Unless, sometimes you can Google the place and see if anybody died there or not. And it has an attachment to, let's say, the home environment. But then again, we live in time where we have recycled the earth in so many times, in so many years, so many thousands and millions of years. So the land itself already has been spiritualized with physical and spiritual energies. So sometimes we reawaken those energies according to the people that attach themselves or move into the places. So um, so let's see. Hmm. I feel that your loved one was present, was not able to be the one that you felt the, let's say, for example, the touch. I feel that you've been feeling the touch more than once. One was more specific, the other one, more than once, it was like a, let's say, for example, you were just tremendously tired and fell asleep and didn't feel it. Because we do have one where you actually did feel his energy. The other part is telling me no, it was not him. Okay? It was not him. On one of these occasions was not him. So that makes it clear that it was not him on that energy. Okay? Let's see something. I don't like it when the energies go scattered all the way. It throws me off, and I hate that. Okay, but that's them playing games with me. Okay, so we do see that it is a love connection here. We do see ancestry, so we do know that it's also a sibling within the energy sources. It doesn't come in all the time, is telling me. It's an energy that has been going through troubles within the other side. We also feel that it is a someone that you inspire to follow through in generations to come. So we understand that clearly as the person that you're trying to reach. And we also feel that there is someone that lost someone that is lingering and looking for that loved one. So that tells me there is another entity. Okay. Okay. So now, thank you, angels. Speak to me, angels. Thank you. Just give me one more. Okay, well, I'm gonna leave it this way. Many times this will shuffle with, again, see the same extension of energies. So I asked the question, and I gotta know in reference to the dog section. Okay. It shows a female. I feel that it's an observant energy when it comes to your loved one, more than trying to be physical, to be honest. Yes, it's an observant energy. So how is that for me? Well, I will tell you. When it's an observant energy and it's not able to connect when they wish it to, they flow through the air, they flow through your energy, through your space, okay? But they're not able to come in the reality form because somebody or something else has already taken that space. And they can't come and interfere that space because either they're in different dimension than the others, soul or spirits or whatever may be the with interfering in the energy. So that's what I'm sensing, because I do see him being observant within the home, but I don't feel him being the actual one doing all the activities that you're sensing in that environment. Okay. His energy shows to be lighter than the ones that you're experiencing. So he's there almost as a protective energy, I want to say. Okay. Thanks to the universe and to the heavens. Right. So he has reached you at some point. Okay. That's a yes. He has. He's also saying that he has all, including reached you in your point of work, where you work. If you haven't sensed that, then you will soon. Okay. Okay, so we still see the same following energy here. Yes. So this is why it's almost like I explained to you earlier, the observant energy. Because we are, as we know, as you know, we've been doing certain things. So we're trying to clear his space and put him in a higher, what would be the word here that I need to use to be more cautious and careful? In a more higher energetic level, let's say. So we do have that there is a negative energy within that space. So therefore, he keeps at bay. Even if he were to want to interfere, which he has tried, it will not be recommended, because this energy is much more stronger than what he's capable of. Okay. It's almost like the 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 devil, it literally came out in the good angel, or the white in the black angel. You know how we have the left and the right, the good and the bad, let's, per se. So we have a combative energy in the place itself. But I also feel that there's an energy of coming through, whether it feels to me long standing. So it feels to me that it has been taken either by someone coming in the home environment, visiting the home environment, or you going to that home environment and coming in through. And yes, you are going to feel more, or you have felt more weak and more pressured and more, and asking yourself, why me? Why all the time? Why is it has to be me? Well, again, as I explained, because it's not that you are weak. it is that you're more vulnerable to the energies. Okay, everything about you speaks volume into what it is to feel more intense. When you love with more intensity. When you care with more attachment, and it is for you as it is in the physical and spiritual. So therefore, energies dwell on that, good or bad energies. And if you're been feeling down, a little bit rough over the edges for some time, so that becomes a weak energy, and it overcomes the shadow of the negative energy, and so therefore they dwell into that energy. Okay, so I wanted let me, yes, so if you were to tell me, I had this dream and everything, is that the person that is coming through in the physical sense? No, it's not. What happens is you opened up a portal within the saging. um, um was it done properly? I don't feel that it was, because for example, if someone made a joke of it, or someone smiled live and said, "Oh, I don't even believe you're doing this stuff. I don't believe in these things." Anything negative that was said toward the Satan overturns the power, and it becomes more aggressive, and it becomes more direct. Um, so if anything like that happened, let me know. And also in the way that it was performed. Now, when it comes to saging, people just grab the sage and go ahead and do it, and then we're done and over with. That is not the proper way to do it. Everybody, just because you watch videos, you think that you can do it. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't manifest that way. You have to have that energy of protection during, after, before, during, and after. And then you also have to have certain things, certain prayers. It as simple as it look, or people make it look, it is not. It is draining with energy, and it is consuming with energy, and it can backfire uh if done improper. Okay, so I feel that in a way it was a little improper of the way it was done. How it was done in your end, of course you will let me know. um, and it will also depend on the multiple people that were in that home during the saging as well. Who did what? Were there two people saging at the same time? Were there three people doing the saging? It's a number of things that you have to have in or take into consideration. Okay. um okay, so um yes, as I was saying, prior to this, the person or people that you had the dreams of are not the ones within that home environment. They came through after your saging, because again, the portals are open, the energies are open, so they are able to slip in through that space. And they're coming through. And one of the reasons is because I feel that one was very much into religion, and the other one, even though they consume or feel that they were not 100% in it, because their beliefs were contain. I hear contagious, or like like um like when you debate certain things, or like when you sit and debate religions, for example, which is an endless topic, and people shouldn't just do that. So I feel that one of these person felt in that vicinity. Okay. And more so the female figure. um Sometimes with the way they come in is because the energy is entwined with other sources. It's not necessarily their energy that you see, even though physically that's what you're looking at. What it can be is the entity hovering their energy, so you can see it, or feel it. um and so we do have a lot of that in the spiritual realm and in the physical realm. We walk around in everyday basis, we cross people in so many ways. And so therefore you never know who's walking next to us, right? But it happens also in a dream. Entity can take over a figure or form or shape or places or things or people in the way that they need to come through in your dreams or heads or visions or feelings or touch, whatever may be the case. um And I just feel that that source of energy took over the person that you were dreaming of. um, it also speaks that it predicts certain things that are coming aboard, which we do see that, unfortunately. See, this is the thing, that I feel that there's an entity attached to a negative energy toward one of your family members. And I know we discussed this before, and it's still lingering there. So that energy is siding back and forth and having attachment between you and someone else. Um, and you had just seen that family member, as a matter of fact. Yes, they came aboard, and you had just seen this family member prior to your dream, prior to your saging. They came to visit your home environment. Um, they look to be happy, but they are dreadfully in a drastic turmoil of their energy, which is also taking place in their physical form. Okay, so I feel that you have an idea who this is. Okay. Yeah, I do feel that this, yeah, someone that has made you through the years feel guilt, feel shallow, feel helpless, feel unloved. Um, someone that you consider a loved one, and someone that has not appreciated you for who or what you are. You have accomplished a lot as a mother in your career, and you still do not get the approval as you wished for from a sibling. And I want to say it's mother figure, and I feel that you knew this. Okay, it feels to me that this energy is one of the energies that's affecting the home environment where you are staying. I do not want to put blame or put say into that, saying this person is the one doing all these things to you. No, it is this person who has this incredible attachment to this energy that we've been seeing back and forth. Okay. And these are two entities. We have the good one and we have the bad one coming in through very clear here in your reading. Okay. It is a combative energy of, let's say, for example, I want this soul. No, I want this one. In exchange for what? Exchange for what? So we cannot, let's say for example, when someone goes to do evil work, and you say, well, do this for me and I'll give you so and so. We're no one to do so, right? I'm just giving you an example. So then you already written it out there for the ethers or for the energies of the saints, or the good or the bad negative energies. So they come and collect one way or the other. um but they don't collect necessarily what they promise, because again, we are no one, not no one. I don't care if it's the Pope. We are no one that can say, I give you so and so. We are not God. We are no, in no point of view to say, I give you this person, I give you this soul. They can say it, but it's not going to be the case. What happens is those saints come in and they collect from that person that promised, collect within their energy, within their spiritual, within their self. Okay, however way it happens, however way the ritual is being done. So, and that could linger for thousands of years, generation after generations. um, and so again, we're going back to the energy of this loved one of yours. Okay. um, it's almost like doing damage without wanting to, without intending to, without even knowing, I feel. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see something else. Okay. So I asked a question here. We're doing some spiritual work for this beautiful soul. So this soul is doing some interventions toward you, toward his soul, toward everything that's going on. And he wishes he was alive to protect you physically. Um, he wishes he would just come through and be in present physically where you can see him and feel him and to know that he's finding ways to protect you. He wishes that he could find a way to outlift and outdo everything that hurts you, that bothers you. Okay. And he has found ways, but it's not as exquisite as he would like to. Excuse me. And it feels like it gets on hold sometimes when he's trying to reach. So if he's trying to whisper in your ear, which is telling me, uh, it's like you feel like wind in your ear, you know. So the message is not coming through. And believe me, that when they want to say something, whisper something in your ear, it is loud and clear, like if they're right there whispering it to you. Believe me. And so I feel that he has tried something similar to that, or if not, will. And so due to certain energies, he's not able to come in clear as he has. Though you have felt his presence, you will continue to do so eventually. And he's also stating to me um, that he feels a little bit lighter, that he is coming to terms with how to heal, or and to understand that not everything is going to get healed in his uh, physical and or spiritual life, because he has to redo certain lessons again. Okay. And he sometimes feels frustrated over that, to know and to see that certain things he cannot stop, okay, from happening. Um, but he is not ready to move away from you. Um, he is saying, and he is going to keep doing what he can in order to stay within your energy until you come to one. Okay. Um, he's also doing this limbo situation between him and his other sibling in the other side. And so when that energy comes forth, they come together. But then we do see a reluctant energy that has. So there will be a clearing of energy eventually toward this once we're finished. And he is feeling that the end result will be that it will be something that he cannot comprehend, including to even acknowledge, because he doesn't perceive it. He feels that he wants it, but he doesn't perceive to know the actual end of that. Okay, so in other words, he cannot see his actual path ahead unless I see it and we open it up. He can see, though, the physical space of other people. So the people that are still living, he can see what's ahead for them. He can sense what's ahead for them. And he can direct and find ways to guide them to the best directions. To an extent, to a very, very, very light extent. Just in the human size, within our physical body, to an extent, we can find ways to align ourselves into a different direction from what we predict. But then again, as always, there are predictions that we cannot and will not be able to change, because it is the course of our time and the course of our journey, as you already know and are aware. Okay. So in other words, he's coming to understand that we are doing all that we can to move forward with that other loved one of his. When they become apart, so they don't stay together 24/7, which timing is very different on the earthly as it is in the ethers. There are times that they go apart because, again, remember, they also have to have certain journeys in where they are. They have to close chapters of their path, not just in this life, but in the past. They need to collect everything. As we pass, we collect everything from the first time we would set foot into this earthly physical body. Okay, however many lives we've had, so we have to recollect all of them into one, and then see the path and discard what has been completed or not, and then continue moving forward. And so he has a lot to take in. I have to say he has a lot, and plus with his other loved one, it is a multiple factors in their path, and it's a lot of coming to and finding ways to heal, and understanding how is it that I fell one time over and over and over. How is it that I lived this life? I had 4 lives, 5 lives, 6 lives, and I kept doing the same thing over and over. No healing coming through again, dying, hurting, crying, not being able to heal, left out, stuck again, and not being able to understand why I keep going through the same chapter over and over. So he's analyzing all these things as we are speaking. Okay. And then finding ways to come again, finding ways to hopefully find that healing that he deserves and needs. So as I'm telling you, of course, you know that I'm already also communicating with the spirit, with the soul. Okay. And um it it's it's almost like he has a light at the end of the tunnel, very slim, but it's there, but he can see it, and feel that light coming through, and it does not feel like a heat. It feels like nice cold breeze coming through that light. The light is just in that pinch where he can feel it but not touch it and not come to it. Okay, so that is where the pattern is of healing. Okay, so we do have moments of good and moments of bad, between his energy and the other energy, in between what he has to go through in the spiritual and also physical. um he's saying that don't worry about me, baby. He's saying um don't in other words, he's saying for you not to push him away. Example, everything that I've been saying to you, and now you're telling me, okay, maybe I should let him go so he doesn't have to suffer anymore. He is not willing to do that. Okay, even if you were to ask for that, he is not willing to let you go and be left out. He is not. Repeatedly, he's saying, no, that's not going to happen. That is not going to happen. I am standing by you no matter what happens. Okay, where you go, I go. Where you stay, I stay. Okay. So there's just no way of telling him move ahead, because then he'll go into a darker space just to get to you, just to get to reach you and find other ways to protect. When we when we are so determined that we love someone, we care for someone, and we tell them, when I die or when I pass, I will rain down on you flowers, for example. Depending on the timing that they say it, and if they are genuinely with what they're saying to that person, if they are in tune with their heart, body, mind, soul, and spirit, please do believe me that it does happen. If when someone tells you, when I pass, I will find any other way means to get to you, to help you, to guide you, to protect you, please do believe me that they intend to do just that when they are on the other side. I've had it to the point where someone before they pass, they tell the person, when I'm on the other side, I make sure that I'll watch over you and care for you. And what I couldn't give you physically, materialistic, I will find a way to get you there. And true enough, it has happened for that one client of mine. Because this person didn't have the means to provide for this person that they love. But once that person passed, this client of mine, in periods of after 3 months, she was getting all these compliments of winning this and winning that, and or just sources coming to her in all ways. And that's a miraculous things to have a loved one do for someone in the physical form. Always finding ways to protect that loved one in any way being means. So I feel this is that type of energy for me. Okay, I feel in that light with your loved one. Okay, so we're still so I hear we're still one. We're still one. Okay, it's what he's saying. Cheer up, baby. He's saying cheer up, baby, and he is trying to have his big hand and touch your baby face, your chin. I'm not sure if he used that or what, however, but this is what I'm sensing. Okay. Um, I know that there's a lot of struggles that you have to fight, but he is behind you. He comes into the soldier willing to act in order to save you. And that is especially at nighttime where he senses it, okay? Well, this is absolutely very beautiful. He watches. I'm not sure if you have noticed that maybe like the light turned off, or you walk in somewhere and the light blinks or something like that, or you walk into a dark space but then you see light. Something about light. Okay. Yes. Not get rid of me is what he's saying. Manifest what you're willing to and want to, he says. Okay. I know you're not seeing clarity right now, and I know that you're feeling helpless at times, but he's always there in the needs. Okay. He is always finding ways when you're least expecting. He is looking at things. There are things unforeseen that are happening as now, especially within the planets. So he's also giving a warning and a cautious as of now within this month, especially with all the planets that are in alignment here. There are things that are coming to conclusion and solve certain matters that's been taken for quite some time here. I feel that cautious is a predicament that he's trying to say to you. There may be someone or something behind the scenes working negatively, coming starting now, is what he is saying. And also it could be also including friends behind the scene being negative toward you. And they're behind the scenes because you may not be aware or you may not know yet, but he is already spreading the news here. Okay. You may not know, probably for a few months, until close to the, maybe September, October, somewhere there. um these things come in according to how the energy is at the time. So we do see that we do have some conflicts, possibly with either friends or relatives, um, or including both. So now that you know, be cautious. If you see conflict coming in, and I need you to direct yourself elsewhere. You do not need to be within that energy, okay? And I know you're tired of fighting yourself, entities and physical people. You're overwhelmed and tired of that. You want peace. You want to move to where you can align yourself and find happiness. That's what your goal is, and that's what you seek, and that's what you want. You're very clear with that. Okay. 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 I was not supposed to do that, but I did. Okay. So we do have, either through your work environment, there's possibly an energy that is the hidden energies that we were discussing earlier. Okay. There is good fortune coming your way when it comes to work environment, a shift in your work, but also there's an entity of possibly someone in their work environment or going to start gossiping or saying something in reference about you. Okay. Okay. Let me see something. Let's see something here before I move on. Give me a second. It is what it is. I only pull it out when they're telling me, so I want to see something. Hmm. You do know that you have friends that are not friends. You're very clear with that. Okay. But we also have an hidden enemy behind the scenes as well. Okay. Your loved one's energy will still find ways to come and be there in your presence. Okay. That that is it's an energy that is steady pace for you. Um so probably before the year is over, you're going to start talking about maybe we should move or something to that effect. Okay. The person that you communicated not too long ago, and I'm not going to say names or signs, uh, surprised that you contact them, surprised that you had a chat, but it made that person more suspicious and wondering true meaning of why your distance is. Okay. So that person still in that negative environment. Hmm. Okay, I know that eventually there will be a move in the future for you from where you are, and including for another person. It can be that other person, the one that you just talked to not too long ago. If she has not moved in with that person, most likely she will eventually. Um, I feel that the people that are within your environment where you stay, I feel that within themselves they wish to discuss that they want to be alone or live alone. I don't see that in the coming from the male, but coming from the female. Okay, I feel that they are saving, that they want to do other things for themselves for their growth, and but I do feel that they more so the female is kind of wanting to expand her life. Maybe get married and have children and live alone. Okay, so this is what I'm sensing from their energy. They have those conversations already going. Okay, more privacy is what this female will want. I don't feel that I mean, she's happy, but she's not thrilled about it. Okay, let's just put it that way. um I know that you have a lot in your mind, and I know that you constantly think about your loved one that is passed on. I know that you wish to have a definite feeling of effect for this person when they come through. That you wish for this person to say to you, including if you could see him physically, or if he could just say, "It is me, baby," so and so. You're wishing for that, you're asking for those things, but they don't come that way. That's not how their energy works. You can request those things, but when they come through, they're going to come through either in your dreams, more specific, where you actually can see them and feel them, to the point where I've had clients that they actually make love to their loved one in their dreams. You might say or feel that it's you're dreaming, but no, they take you into that phase of energy. Okay. um so it the worst sensation is losing a loved one, and I understand that, and finding ways to cope with that. It's no such thing as coping with it. It is a living with it. How to live with this? How do I live when I lose someone that I care for? Well, it is finding peace within yourself and reminiscing only the good things that this person did for you, um, and the times that you dwell in their presence, in their love. And I know that is simple said than done, but you have to work with that in order to understand. And especially you, my client, you already know that this is a connection between beyond what you have with this person. And you already know that in life cycles to come, you're going to be with this person again and again. And you already know that what has not happened here in this physical life will be intended to be in the next life. Okay, you are aware of these things, so therefore we are we already have them in the ethers and in the universe for the next time around. The soul of this person is aware of what has been done. It is continuously being worked on. So that soul is also aware, has no fear that eventually there will be family and home environment between you two in the next life cycle. Something that this soul wished for over and over, including the day of his passing. I want to make you my wife. I want to have children with you. I want to have a life with you. And I know that I say these things and I keep saying these things, but I do mean it. And I solemnly swear by my blah, blah. I, I want to just be with you, die with you, live with you. So these are the things that come to me from him, and only you will know, as you already know. So the bond is unbreakable, however lives it will skip or not, or however lives you live with this person. Okay. um okay, I wanted to see, okay, so now I'm going to see, because what I saw earlier, it will direct me, and I'm going to see the other person here. Okay, thank you. Let's see, for I wonder if this female has recently spoke to your mother. If she hasn't, she will. Acting like they're concerned. So we do see, I know you're not asking me, yeah, as you already know that I always see everything when it comes to my client, all that I need to see that is best for them. Not just what you're requesting on your questions, but I also see, because according to how I go with the reading, if something concerns me, I'm going to open up and extend it, right? So this is what's happening here. I do feel that we do see the negative outcome for that loved one of yours, that female. We do see that she is also talking to somebody else, someone that they having conversation, a mutual conversation when it comes about you. Okay. um we also see that is an unfortunate situation that we see a loss coming through. I'm not going to be specific with the timing or dates, but it also announces of two entities of loss. Okay. Male and female. So we're going to leave that as that. I'm not going to get into who or what or when. I'm not going to. Not at this time. Whether or not I know, I'm not going to discuss that with you right now. No, and of course, it's not you. And also, I see that someone is continuously debating on whether or not they're going to move from home. I If and when they do, we do see that it's not going to go in the way that they want to. I don't see that it's you right now. I don't. It's somebody else. Um, and I feel that this person has a lot of scatter energy. They make money, but they lose money quite fast. And I also feel that it is connected to someone that you spoke with, that you consider a friend, frenemy, let's put it that way. And we're just going to leave that at that. Unfortunately, I do feel that there's something that's going to happen toward that person and their relationship that is going to be quite toxic. So we're going to leave that as that. The reason why it shows here in your spread, it is because either you had something to do with them, or either their energy entwined with yours, or they're entwining their energy with yours. Okay. So what's around you, what covers your energy, even it can be people that you have not seen in a while, but their energy is there, either because you've been thinking about that person, so obviously you draw that energy in. Okay. I will say that They're goods, they're up and down, and the home front between the other people that live in your home, between their relationship. There are better moments than moments of saying, why can't we do this, or why do we have to hold this, or why. And again, it feels to me that it's more toward the female side than the male side. Okay. um I'm going to leave that as that for today. I do feel that. I'm not going to get more into details because that's overwhelming. Today's reading was overwhelming for me in order to see your energy and certain people of your family member here. Um, and certain things that I'm picking up. I just feel that this is the thing. We all have a path. You already know that, right? So we're gonna wish the very best to all the ones that you have ever seen and spoke to, whether they're family or friends, and let God do what needs to be done for them, right? Because you have too much in your plate and enough that you don't need to be dealing with anything else or anyone else, right? And so because of that, I feel that you're drawing away yourself from everybody little by little, to find peace for yourself, is saying, um, you miss this loved one and you wish to be with this person. And if anybody were to come along, which they're there if you wanted to, but you're just not ready, you want love but not from the physical people that come in. I do feel that someone is coming into your space, though, for romance and for wanting to be with you, and wanting to build something. It's there. It's there. And I will have to say that it is something that you have to go through as well, because it is a journey of your karma to go through that. We also feel that there's a Virgo towards Capricorn Sun Moon Rising, someone that you already been married to or had a relationship of some sort with, and we do see that they concerned about you, they're worried about you, and they think of you, and they wonder, about your life and stuff like that. They've been in limbo in their life, in their relationships, sour moments. They say to each other, yes, I love you, no, I don't, no, I care. It a bullshit kind of relationship. But in reality, he always has you in the back burner. He always thinks of you. He sees himself missing you at times. And I feel that he would like to come around and kind of offer himself as friends, but in reality, he's still holding on to what it was with you. And more so than anything, because it is guilt that brings him back, you know. He left you probably for somebody else, thinking that he was madly in love with this person, and their personal life is just not what it is. Okay, we're gonna leave that as well today. I feel that for today, you have a lot to cover. Okay. Thank you, Lord Jesus Christ. Thank you. I'm going to do this. I'm going to turn the picture around. So, I don't need the pictures, but because I'm connecting with someone that passed, I like to have the picture sometimes. And I asked before, prior to, if that's okay and things like that. But I use it for a number of reasons, because when I'm channeling their energies through the cards in the physical sense, they I can visualize, or they come through in a light. How, for me, how I see the people that passed on is through sense, through energy, and then the visions come in light, very light, just like a blur sense of energy. So when I have the picture, it's very more direct, and believe it or not, including the picture it takes shape, it takes form for me, and it becomes more real. So for today, I'm asking the gods in the heavens to continue to protect our light, our space. Thank you to the universe, to our angels, and to the heavens, and to the gods for protecting us today in all ways. Protect our energy, protect our space, protect our loved ones. And I want to give thanks to all the energies that have come through. May you move in peace, stay in peace. and continue moving forward in a better light, man. Thank you to the gods and to the heavens for blessing me with this virtue, with this gift, so that I can help those in need, so I can help myself, my loved ones, and my clients. For all those that come through, may they find peace within me to help them, to guide them, and protect them in the physical and spiritual line. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. The kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, Lord Jesus Christ, protect us and guide us. En nombre del Padre, del Hijo, y del Espíritu Santo. Amen. I will continue this, of course, behind the scenes when I'm done with the video. Again, I am Margot, your tarot reader, and I'm here to help you in any way that I can. Email me at margourtarotreader@gmail.com. Please continue to like and share and subscribe. However, whatever you wished. Love and light to you and to yours, especially to you, my beautiful client. Peace.